All right, so a lot of y'all probably thinking Stuart V for Venom Sports, K-Stu the GOAT. And, a lot of people thinking like, man, how the hell did Tua Tagovailoa not win the Heisman Trophy? Well, I'll tell you what. It's not nothing about his ability. It's not anything about his, impact as a player on a very high prolific team in the SEC and college football in general. The biggest thing with Tua Tagovailoa is nothing really. I think he did everything that he needed to do to win a Heisman Trophy this year. The only thing he did wrong was he was going against Kyler Murray. That's the only thing Tua Tagovailoa did wrong was he was going against another highly prolific quarterback who happened to play all of the games, all of the quarters of the game that he played. That's simple. It's just that simple. I think given another year, hell, given last year, I think Tua runs with it. But considering the totality of circumstance, you can't help but to give it to Kyler. He played all of his games. He performed on a high level in all of the games, playing all four quarters. And I think the biggest factor that cost Tua in this thing was how he performed against Georgia. I understand that let me take my Auburn hat off real quick because I don't want nobody to be hating, talking about I'm trying to, got this conspiracy going on because I'm an Auburn grad and an Auburn fan. Nah, I like sports. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Here's the thing. I think the biggest factor was Tua Tagovailoa was hurt in the SEC championship game. He could not finish it. He could not make that defining. See, when you win that Heisman Trophy, it's all about defining moment wins. The only person that I'm going to care to reference right now, and it's not because of bias, I just don't want to think back that far, is Cam Newton. In the Auburn-Alabama game in 2010, in the comeback in Tuscaloosa, he showed why he was the Heisman candidate that year. I want any one of y'all, Alabama fans, SEC fans, to show me what was the defining game that Tua Tagovailoa had that solidified his spot as a Heisman Trophy winner. And can't none of y'all do it because he was hurt in the SEC championship game, in the game that would have shown, like if he would have been to Jalen Hurts, oh man, he wins the Heisman hands down. But no, he was in the tent. They were rubbing on his leg. While in the biggest game of the year, he just didn't step up. And it's okay. Tua won some big awards. But he ain't gonna win that. He ain't win that Heisman because when you win the Heisman, you gotta have that defining moment. You gotta have that defining drive that says, hey, I'm that guy. I am the Heisman Trophy winner in the United States of America for college football. Tua Tagovailoa didn't do it, and it's okay. He was hurt. I understand he was hurt. But at the same time, you can't take it away from Kyler Murray just because Tua Tagovailoa was hurt. That's why Tua Tagovailoa didn't win, because he did not come through in the SEC championship. They had to bring Jalen Hurts in to seal the deal. And when you're on a Heisman campaign, that can't happen, baby. You got to be the one to drive it all the way through. Once again, it's K-Stu the GOAT, Stuart V for Venom Sports. We spit that fire. Like, comment, subscribe. The only reason why I got this question, I was going to dodge this one, but I had someone to email me about this. What do you think about Tua not winning the Heisman? That's what I think about Tua not winning the Heisman. You all have a good day. Love y'all, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Man, y'all help me out. Hell, I got 100 friends. Just subscribe. Even if you don't look at the shit, just subscribe anyway.